Hello student. So today we will study the lesson edit table. So we will study many things in this lesson. So let's start. So this is the lesson. First we will know how to specify the column width, how to change the width of columns and height of rows. So let's do it together. Start menu to open Microsoft Word, all programs, Microsoft Office, Microsoft Word 2010. So this is Microsoft Word. So how to add table, I think you know it from last class. Insert table and click any number of cells. Here I have table. So if I have this column, I want to change its width. So I'll move the cursor to this border until you see that the cursor changed its shape. So I'll keep clicking with the left button of the mouse and I'll move left or move right. This is how we change the width of column. If I want to change the width the height of the row, I will move the cursor here to this border. I will keep clicking with the left button of the mouse. I will go down. Look, now we changed the the height of row. Now let's move to second one, how to select a row or column. So if I want to select the whole row, you can put your mouse here in front of the table until it appeared like this. I will just click one click. Now it is selected. If I want another row, I'll do the same. I'll put the cursor in front of that row. I'll keep it click here. If I want it in another row, or here for example, I'll click in front of that row. If I want to select a column, you will click here up. You see that I select this column, or here I select this column. So let's go next. If I want to delete that row or column, so for example, I want to delete this row, I will select it. This is the first step. Here I did it. Number two, to go from layout, delete, I will click delete row because this is row, right? So I will click delete row. If I want to delete column, I will select on this column. I click delete and I will click delete column. Now it is deleted. So if I want to merge cells, what's the meaning of merge? Like to do like this table. You see this table, you see how many cells and how many rows and columns also. So you notice that here they should be two columns, but now they are merged. So these two cells, they became one. So how we can do this? We can do this by doing something called merge. So let's open Microsoft Word. If I want to merge this cell with this cell, I will select both. I'll keep clicking on this cell and I will go with the mouse to another one. So they are both selected. I will go to layout, click merge. You notice that they became one. Also the row, if I want all these cells to be one, so I will click and select from up to down. Now they are all selected. I will go to layout and I will click merge. You notice that they are merged. So I'll put the mouse here and I will go down. If I gave you a challenge, can you draw this table? I'm sure you can. So let's do it together. So let's count how many columns and rows. So we have this column, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, and number 7, and we have 3 rows. So I will open Word. I'll go from insert table, insert table. We said we have how many rows, how many columns? We have 7 columns and 3 rows. Now it is ready. What I will do, look here, I will what? Merge these two cells together. They became one, not like this. So I will select this cell with the one below it, and I will go to layout, and I will click what? Merge. Also I will merge these two like this one. So I will select these two, I will click merge, and also these two and these two, I will do it now. So I will select these two cells, click merge, and here the same merge. Now it is ready, the table. You just need to write these things inside. How about if I want, I did here, I did what? Merge. If I want to divide it again, do what? Something called cells division. You can use many ways. One way is to go to design. I will click what? Draw table, and I will start what? Start divide this cell, and I can divide it also horizontal. Another way is to do what? Here from layout, I'll just remove this. I will click what? Here, split cells. So I want this cell to be 2. I'll click split, sorry, put the cursor only here. I'll click split. I will tell it I wanted 2 columns and 1 row. I'll click OK. You notice that now there are 2 rows and 2 columns and 1 row. Here, let's see this. Here I wanted 2 columns and 2 rows. So I will click split. First, you will put the cursor here, click split. I wanted 2 and here 2. So 2 columns and 2 rows. I'll click what? OK. You see, now I have 2 columns and 2 rows. So let's study the last part here, how to change the cells border. What's the meaning of cells border? Look to this border here around the table, these lines. Can we change it? They said yes, you can change the borders of any tables by doing what? By doing number 1, selecting on what? On the all table by clicking here in this plus. Then you will go from where? Design, and you can choose here the border shape. You can choose the shape you want, for example this. You can change the width of this what? Border. For example, I'll change it, this one. Look, we have many thick or many width, so I'll click just on 3. Now, do I want it to all table or only some? So here, after I change this, I'll click border, and you want it for all borders or outside borders or inside borders or any of these. I'll just click outside border. Look, now it changed the borders of the outside parts of the table. So I am sure that you can do this one. You can do what? This table. Just draw a table like this. And also another way of changing border is to select this table, go to what? Borders and shading. You can choose here the border you want. You will click, for example, what? Here you want it for a table. You will click OK. You can change the color if you want. I'll click OK. So, and here I will click outside borders. You see how it changed? So if I want to add shading, I'll click here. I will add shading. Do you see the shading here? You can choose the color that you want from shading, or you can have another way of opening shading from borders and shading. I will go to here, shading, and you choose the color you want. Let's see what we have. I think we are finished with this lesson. Thank you guys. Just do this exercise if you can to make sure that you understand everything. So just do this table. They said create it, change the table border. So outside border you can change what? The thickness of this or of these borders, and then you can change the table's borders with 1 point. It's okay, don't do this. Use shades. So they said here the titles, these titles, you can make them blue here, as it says change the color of these words to blue, and add some shades, as we learned previously. Thank you guys. Goodbye.